Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 25th, 2022. This is for Libra, last shuffle for Libra. All right, Libra, we have playing it safe and we have a consciousness of lack. Well, you're laying low, and I swear, Libra, if your finances, this may be an energy of someone who doesn't have, they're like, listen, I'm not blowing so much on this particular product. I'm gonna play it safe and sit back and see if it'll work for other people first. People are like, girl, I'm going to this restaurant. They've got fried this and that, and it's gonna be $200 a plate. You're like, I'll just play it safe and see what they say about it first. Is it worth the money? Because I'm not going to get some disappointing, expensive food. Um, this is kind of the vibe it's giving me. You're going to play it safe and stay alone. Keep to yourself. This looks like you're going to keep to yourself. You may feel like you're doing this because you may feel like people don't care about you. With the Six of Wands, you feel like people don't care about you. So instead of going out and putting yourself out there, you'd rather isolate yourself, right? To avoid being disappointed. Libra, this is in your head. You feel like you lack real friends. You feel like you lack... that makes me sad. You feel like you don't have any really true, like real true friends, or this even too. You may feel like you don't have a versatile group of friends. Like I would say international or culturally diverse, or some kind of diversity when it comes to your friends too. Like you may have friends and it's like all of them seem to be doing the same thing. Like we all I don't know if this happens to you guys, but I like every genre of music, and I have a group of friends who only like one genre. They're not open to anything else, and it's not fun to be around them because I love karaoke. So I'm like, you'll never change the station. It's the same vibe all the time. And so this, just to give you an example of what I would mean by some of the things I'm saying about this, you may feel like you lack attention from different groupings of people. So you want diversity. It looks like they're equally excited about something different in the same way. Like if it is musical, right? Like you're worried about some of my friends only listen to R&B, so they love it and they dig it and they know who's coming out and what's going on. Then you have friends who only love alternative, and then you have friends that only like country, and they equally love that genre more than anything else. So you're looking for people who are equally as passionate about what they're into, but it's different. And you feel like you lack that in life. So you're going to play it safe and kind of keep to yourself. You may be really disappointed. And you may feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders when it comes to introducing anything different, being in a different place. Like they may have the same issues and it seems like they never get out of their issue. And it feels like they're like when you talk to these people, if you have friends, say you have friends, as I'm seeing, I'm friends. It could be just your environment. Everyone is like going through the same thing, and they don't know how to get out of it. So it's almost like they heap their problems onto you, and it's like you just wish that you had people around you who were just as passionate about seeing things differently. Then you know what I mean. And so you want to be alone. Courage, death, and Eight of Swords. Ooh, well, you have to have the courage to get out of this and get yourself unstuck. Even if they talk about you, it's like this. It's like, are you gonna allow your ears to bleed, or are you going to, you know what I mean? Step out of this situation no matter what they say. You may be looked at as like wishy-washy in some way because of this, but who cares? Because simply put, I think that a lot of us feel like I notice that, we're all like, we need somebody to relate to. We need people around us that are like us. But then you get around them and you realize, I need diversity, man. This is too much of the same story. Like too much of the same thing. Nothing actually changes and it's always the same. I'm trying to get away from this. I'm trying to get away from this. You know, like I bring up 8 Mile a lot because when I was a kid, that movie was hilarious to me. Well, it was hilarious, but then it was serious kind of thing. But it's like the same story. Each of them are trying to get out of the place. You know, we're all trying to get off this railroad track, and you're just tired of hearing the same story. Okay, and friends and colleagues, 3 of Wands and the Tower. And so this would be about they're just waiting for something to fall apart. You know, this may be people you're working with or friends in general. And it just seems like they're just waiting for things to fall apart. That like maybe their home life is a little unstable, or their home life is stable and they just expect something to be bad all the time. So this may be friends, like I said, or people you work with. It's just your environment of people. They're celebrating, talking, laughing, and it's like to them, this is a good time. Sitting around waiting to talk about how things are about to fall apart in my house. I already know that. And to you, it's like, I'm just tired of the same old rhetoric. When are we going to meet or be in a different space? I like for things to change, kind of thing. So you got Scorpio here, you got Virgo. You could be a Virgo Libra cusp. You have Pisces here. You have fire energy too, which could be it could be Leo or it could be Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, that's what the signs I'm seeing here. But it just looks like your friend. This is what's leading this on to you saying, I'm trying to, like, you're trying to change the scenario. You're trying to change the record here with the Death and the 8 of Swords, because it's like, why are we, like, every time y'all talk, it's the same old thing. I'm just waiting because I already know this ain't gonna go right and that's not gonna go right, or this or that or that or that. And you're just like, man, I want to not be stuck in this situation anymore. And because of the way that you're acting, they may gossip about you. And a lot of times that's what people do when you're trying to elevate away from a certain lifestyle. And so this would be encouragement for you, I would hope, to keep going in this direction, because a lot of times when you are trying to elevate out of a situation that other people aren't ready to elevate out of, they view that as a threat. A lot of people do. When you no longer want to participate in something that they just are entrenched in. They're not trying to move out of it. They're not trying to make it better. They just like to complain about it. That you're going to catch some flack for that. So I would say this, the consciousness of lack aspect, because of that fact that you have to have the courage to kind of like get yourself out of it, it's going to take a lot, because maybe they're your support system, maybe they're all that you know. But something like that, right? It may be that they're the people that they're your people, but they're not. They're not really. They're just there. And the consciousness of lack aspect with the Hangman and 6 of Wands, like I said, definitely would be about realizing that you may lack diversity in your life. You may lack people in your life that feel passionately about changing, about learning more, about growing as people, trying new things. You are missing this in your life. And so this would be definitely be about you playing it safe and keeping your distance this weekend or this week, like, or today in general. This looks like an ongoing thing because of the majors, of you just keeping your like, I just want something different, you know, tired of this kind of thing, right? Man, poor Libra, I swear. But this is awesome because you are elevating. That's what life is all about. Life is about learning lessons, climbing up out of your situation, getting better, finding light, spreading light. It's all about that. So I commend you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.